What's up YouTube? Now today we've got the GRZ04 German World War I artillery shell fuse. This is the usual one that you normally see, quite common in the collector's market. But this is the up-to-date version of the GRZ14, which is this one. Obviously you can see the similarities in the GRZ14 and the GRZ04. The main difference being the height difference, and obviously the GRZ04 has got an extra time ring and the steel top's just a little bit different. But it's mainly the height and just the shape in general of the actual fuse. Obviously it's still got the two huge machine marks in the side that would have been used for clamping this actually onto the shell itself. Most of the people say this is just how the machine actually cut it, but no, this would have been used to screw the actual fuse into the shell. There would have been an attachment tool for clipping in there and it would have screwed them on. Obviously there's mainly similarities here. They both have threads at the top and they would have had threads at the bottom. Now the GRZ04, this one would have had a large tin cup that went from these threads all the way down, and it would have been pretty tall, this tin cup. And obviously you can see the remains of the tin cup on the GRZ14 here, and obviously the insides are different because they're different fuses and they both work by different ways. Now obviously we've got some pretty good markings here. We've got GRZ04 and then the maker's mark SB15, 15 being the date, 1915, and then the star, and then the settings on the actual spinning timer ring would be OV and MV. I'm not actually sure what the OV and MV are. I'm not really 100% sure how you would set the fuse, but I know the timer ring would actually adjust how long it took for the fuse to set off, obviously. And then we have the lot number of 413. It looks like there could be another number engraved in there, or it could just be a mark. It's just difficult to tell. I would have said it's just a mark, so I would have said that the lot number is 413. And then the bottom of the fuse, you've got 4 large holes. 2 of them have just been exploded out and the other 2 have just been forced in. And you can sort of see a little bit of the workings in there, but nothing really in detail, as this fuse took pretty bad hits obviously by the huge like tear and crack running down the side, and the way that the threads have just split and spread out. So this obviously took quite a big damage. The top cone's in pretty good condition, but there's just a little bit of wear in the steel as expected. But the steel's done pretty well considering it's 98-year-old nearly, or 97-year-old, and it's doing pretty well. You have to be fair on it. But these are the comparisons. Obviously this one is dated 15 as well. So obviously these would be the later ones of the GRZ14s, although they did still use them throughout the war. They never really made them obsolete, even though they had this one, the GRZ04, which outdated it. This both like served in different purposes, so they would still be used throughout the war, even though this one's the more up-to-date one. And other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Obviously I've still got this one to do, this fuse to video, which is the LWMZDR. I haven't actually videoed this one yet, but I've done a couple of videos. I've just been showing it in a couple of videos, but I've never done a review on it, so stand by for that. It should be up soon, but I have had it for quite a while. I just need to video it, so that's one of the things that's coming up in the future. I also have a 3kg practice bomb, part of a World War II fuse, and a couple of other items that I haven't videoed yet. So, and it's Melbourne in a couple of weeks, next week, so I will be hopefully going there and bringing some stuff back to video, and hopefully that'll be a pretty good weekend. So that's pretty much it, so thanks for watching.